Well, good morning, Bulls fans. We are here in Sun City, Arizona for the 2024 U.S. Open Men's Pairs Finals Day. And we have a beautiful day here in Sun City, Arizona. Sun is out. The wind is just starting to pick up, so we will have some wind again today. Got a great match for you this morning. Great game between Rick Fitzgerald and Bussell versus Brian Stewart and Alan O'Brien in the third flight quarterfinal. Game one will be the third flight quarterfinal. Game two that we'll be streaming today will be the second flight semifinal. And we will be streaming the championship game this afternoon. So got a lot of action for you today. The greens are running really great. Like I said, a little bit of wind coming up, so we will see how the players adapt to that. But yesterday was very windy, so all these players that made the championship flight and third flight obviously know how to deal with it and adjust. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys all are. Great day of lawn bowling in America. Our live stream match this morning, they're just getting ready at the end of the rink. Have a little look at them as they're getting ready to throw their trowel bowls. They'll throw 2 bowls, each player up and back. Get the speed of the green and see what the lines are doing. And then we'll rip into this third flight quarterfinal. I'll be joined by Mr. Scott Roberts, our live stream commentary extraordinaire from this week, in just a moment. But we'll be right back with you. Hello, Bulls fans. Welcome to Sun City, Arizona. We're here today for the third flight quarterfinal of the men's pairs of the 2024 U.S. Open. We have Fitzgerald and Bussell versus Stewart and O'Brien. Beautiful morning here in Sun City. Little crisp wind coming through. We're getting used to that. Yesterday was howling. So hopefully we get a little bit of a reprieve from the really, really heavy winds. A bit hectic here yesterday for Mr. Scott Roberts. The easy up wanting to fly away and the table wanting to fly away, and Scotty almost flew away. But today looks a little better for the weather, doesn't it, Scott?
Oh yeah, this is much nicer than yesterday. Yesterday was, as I was saying on the broadcast, a terrible day for Bulls.
Well, it's the same for everyone though, isn't it? It's trickier, but I actually do enjoy it because it gives you that extra challenge that makes the game a little more interesting. So it might not go well for you, but it's the same for your opponent, so not much you can complain about. And as you can hear, we do have the wind again today, but let us know how we're doing. I saw someone said no sound, but we did have that turned off as we were finishing setting up, so we should be all good to go now. Just let us know if you can hear us out there, where you're watching from. And remember to tell your friends and share the page for us. We really do appreciate it because we're trying to help grow the game here in the US of A. And each share helps us do that. So we really appreciate you guys sharing our feed and letting your friends know that you're watching Lawn Bowls.
Yeah, looking forward to this third flight quarterfinal and a full day of Bulls. We should have one of the semis after this, and then come later today, we'll have the gold medal match. With the way it's been going, it's been about 2 p.m. Local time. So if you're wanting to set your watches for that or set your alarms. We were trying to adjust. LD's got up for a minute to kind of adjust our cameras. We're getting ready to go here. All right, should be. We're kind of trying to work. We have the A plan, and that's what we set up. But with the wind picking up, we'll see what we can do today. Kind of making a little bit of an adjustment to try and make sure that we can show the Bulls for you and get a couple different camera angles. All right, Mr. O'Brien first. This will be interesting. It's a Southwest versus Southeast here. With Stewart O'Brien from the Southwest Division, Newport Harbor. Fitzgerald and Bussell from the Southeast. Brian's first bowl. Yeah, a little bit zesty there. Put in play. And big thanks to Lauren and I here in the commentary, but we also have our right-hand man, Aaron Zangle.
That we do.
He's trying to help us out with our equipment. He had a little guest broadcasting with him and I the other day. Watching your match, buddy.
I was going to say that was a good match. Me and Raymond Barr.
Yeah, you guys had a great match.
And always fun playing against Raymond. He's a really good guy, and he felt bad for me after the game, after he came back and finished me off, and always gives commiserations to his opponents that he beats, and he does that quite often, so he's good at it. And I told him, no worries, I get to go commentate the final. So yeah, that was.
It was kind of a win-win. I mean, I'm happy to be here with you, Lauren, but also sad for you, my friend. But as you said, you were saying all week, it's kind of a win-win if you.
Yeah, it is. It's coming into this event. I was telling my wife that that it's one of those rare events where even when I lose, I'm going to be happy because I get to come commentate and look over the live stream stuff, and I'm just as excited for this. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but but I love it. I love this live stream and stuff.
A couple of good bulls here. After that first one was a little back, we got 3 nice close bulls in the head here.
My goodness, yeah, it's hard to differentiate their bulls from this angle, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay attention. They got pretty close, similar color bulls there. All right, here's Alan. And this is our first attempt to do live streaming. We've been going this week when we got brand new equipment, so we're trying to learn a little something every day, and we're going through all the elements. A little short and narrow there. And another one short and narrow. It's a little crossover. All right. The constant tinkering. The constant tinkering, LD. He's kind of up and down and moving cameras and trying to get everything set up. We had our A plan, and then the wind started picking up, and we didn't want to repeat over our qualifying when we had. It was so windy that one of our cameras blew all the way down, and luckily it wasn't any major damage. But here's Mr. Stewart. That's a pretty good opener here. Nice bull. There's Rick. Rick's red bulls. Good pace on this one. It might go right through the hole there. Yeah, just ticked that bull. Not quite. Good effort.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, LD.
Thank you, brother. See here, we'll get the scoreboard up, even though no one's scored yet. Well, fill me in, Scotty. How's this end been going?
Well, nothing really changed. I mean, Brian did have that nice kind of first ball. It's kind of now in a little bit of shade here. And then Rick tried to come through like this with a little bit of weight, tried a jacker bull shot. Just missed again.
Great effort, Rick. Maybe a little quick.
Yeah, he had another one that came through and just went through that hole. I mean, you didn't think a bull would get between the bowls. So went between the bowls, just, trying to jacker bull shot and went between that little pocket of bowls there. So based on the way they're playing it, I'm guessing, I mean, we didn't get the colors down for the bulls yet, but I'm guessing that Stewart and Brian are holding right now because Brian's been very tentative, and that would not be really his style if he was down.
No, definitely not. But
I would think that Rick will probably be trying it again. My guess is it's just the one, but we'll try and be a little bit better. We were trying to mess with cameras, and these colors of the bulls are very close between the two leads. So.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk to them about that in the future games. They're going to have to use different bowls if they're on the live stream rink.
How dare they?
You guys all have to have the same color bowls on the same team, kind of like how they did at World Bowls. It's really good for viewing. Look at this.
It's close
Look
here.
at this, Scott.
I think he might get it this time.
He's got
Third time's the charm.
What a shot. Rick Fitzgerald.
Third time's the charm. Let's see what the score is, and then we'll...
Was he cutting it down? No.
I think it's 2.
Down 2. So
it's a 2. So 2 for Fitzgerald and Bussell.
And do you know Bussell very well? I don't. So
He's one of the Southeast counselors now, so I met him briefly. We were sitting next to each other during the AGM a few days ago. So I don't know him real well. That was my first time meeting him. But
all right. Well, this camera angle looks to be a little bit off. I might go run over there and see if I can adjust that a little bit for us, Scott. What do you think?
Knock yourself out, sir. Ever the perfectionist, Lauren Dion. You could tell he's the chair of this committee. And he's kind of got it up a little bit. Nice opener there. Just maybe yeah, I think it's Jack even. Maybe Jack low, but right in the area. Good opening ball. All right, here's Allen. Boy, we are going to be struggling to try and figure those two out. I literally think they got the same ball. I cannot see a distinguishing mark on them. We're just going to have to do our best to try and keep track. This is going to be a thing. I might have a clue. All right, pretty solid when you're holding one to get one behind. See if Allen can just bring it in a little bit.
All right, well, I'm off being the production crew. Now I'm back to my commentator job. As Scott had mentioned, we got all this equipment that's fairly new to us, so we're playing with it and trying to improve on it every day.
All right, I got one each on the jack and one in the back.
It's a good shot of Bussell. What's Bussell's first name, Scott?
Tom.
Tom, all right. Tommy boy. I like that name. It's my dad's name. Here we go. Let's watch Tom's bowl. He's chasing it. Looks pretty good to me, Scott.
He's going to make it all the way. Just a little short, but probably a counter.
That's
I
the
think.
shot. Looks like the shot.
I think
maybe.
he's got two now. Room for Allen to keep coming on the forehand. He's got a three-way shot here. Little couple holes in between, but I would like to see him just be drawing, an overdraw, reach, arrive.
And we'll try to keep our eye on some of the scoreboards in the championship flight finals for you guys, so you can see who's winning over on those, because those obviously the championship flight is most important. Not that the third flight or below is not, but we know inquiring minds want to know how the finals are going, so we'll try our best to give you some updates on those scores. One game that I've keeping a very close eye on is the Chris Dodd and Tom Richardson against Michael Siddall and Les Ruzzi.
Oh.
Chris Dodd, so far, I looked over the first hand, he had a couple right on it, and look at this, Scott, he's got two right on it over there. So
yeah,
he's a man that loves finals days. So
yeah, it's been nice to see Chris and Tom, made it to the national championships, their first national championship this year. The two guys from my home club, Laguna Beach, and been kind of up and comers, and you can see they're both kind of keen for the game, getting a lot of practice in. Chris likes to go out with his daughter, and they'll go out and play.
Awesome. I'm trying to get my girls into it, but they aren't quite yet. They've gone and tried it. They're pretty good. They just aren't interested in it.
Yet another Dion generation.
That's right. Go for generation number 5 at the minimum.
Oh, look at that thing wrap around.
Backdoor.
They're both his anyway, so I mean we're having trouble. But that was kind of a wild little reaction there. So it should be 3 for them now.
Well, Brian is a very good draw bowler. I've known Brian a long time, and I mean he can play all the shots. But look at this.
Look at this.
Wow, right on cue. Right as I said it.
Yep.
There it is. What a shot,
Yeah,
Brian Stewart.
We'll see a lot from that, Brian. Brian was fairly close. He played it he was kind of a little tentative at the first, but he was holding and it was a little precarious, so he was a little cautious, but I think you'll see a lot of that from Brian today.
Yeah, Brian is a good, I know him well. He's a good basketball player, good shooter, he said. So generally when Bill Brault claims he's the best basketball shot in lawn bowls, but you generally see guys that are good at things like that are good at bowls. Rick just passing by underneath there.
Yeah, another stab by Rick like he did on the... I don't know about you, LD, but I find that the players who predominantly play on slower greens are more of a stab. They play more of a stab and jab kind of game. They're kind of always up, and it's the drawing through. They're bumping balls around, playing through the head.
It's good strategy when the greens are a little slower. On the quicker greens, the strategy more is to build the head and just draw around it. Try to get the majority of your balls in the area, and then when you're with your last one or two, you kind of make those conversions. Right. But on a slow green, on a, say for instance 10 seconds or something like that, you want your leads to even be poking. Even with the very first bowl, you're sort of playing through the jack, not to it.
So I think that's going to be contributing to the two styles here from Southwest, predominantly faster, and the Southeast predominantly a little slower.
Rick's very close with this.
Yeah. Good effort there. See, and again, Rick's down a couple, but...
Yeah, here we go with this wind again, Scott. Hopefully it doesn't get as interesting as it did yesterday.
Yeah, it was... and this time, whereas yesterday it was kind of crosshead for the wind, today it's right now right in the players' faces.
Oh, yeah, because we switched directions. So this predominant... let's say we're playing north-south, so that would be a north wind or something.
Yeah, that might be three. Might be three for them. Well, they're going to count it up, but Brian might. Yeah, that one's in. I'm guessing it's going to be three.
He's taking
all
three of Brian's bowls. Wow. And then here comes the measure that Alan was talking about. I might just tell a little wind joke from my good buddy Jim Hollingshead in Cambria. He says, let's see if I can get this right. Why is there a predominant southwest wind in Oklahoma, Scott?
I don't know, Lauren. Why is there predominant?
A northeast wind. I got it backwards. Why is the wind predominantly and always from the northeast in Oklahoma? He's from Oklahoma. It's because Texas sucks. We had some people from Texas at our club, so Jim told that joke one day, and I loved it. So there you go. There's one more for your joke bank, Scotty.
I will do my best to forget it. Well, there's 4 now.
4. Wow, what a good reply from these two guys after dropping 2 on the first end. And let's look around the green here. Championship flight. I see Ivan Hyven and Mike Ruggles playing against Rob Banke and Bob Schneider. We got Charlie and Sadri playing against... gosh, I'm not sure if I'm too familiar with those guys. It's hard for me to see that far as well. The next one over is, like we said, Chris Dodd and Tom Richardson against Michael Siddall and Les Ruzzi. And does that do it for oh no, here we go. And Max Cavender and his dad Jim Cavender, the father-son combo. And I didn't get the names. I did play against Des. Desmond is down there with Max skipping. I'm not sure who his lead is, but played Des in the singles. Very handy bowler. Not surprised to see him in the championship flight. They're still measuring, Scott?
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Yeah, well... We'll just go ahead. And as Scott said, this measure was brought to you by our main live stream sponsor, Aero Bowls USA, with the same line every time.
Thank you for your sponsorship, Aero Bowls.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Aero. Yeah, really appreciate it. We raffled off some bowls to the people that were here at the tournament. And had one lucky winner at the opening ceremony. We'll have 2 more on finals day. So, there's 4 total, I think, so 3 more. All right, well, let's switch over to the important side here. There we go. And update our score. Give these guys the 4. It was 4.
right. Well, I'm going to watch these bowls closely and see if you could pick up something between Tom and Alan's. But, man, they are the same size, same color, same striping.
Well,
I'm desperately trying to find something as they roll down.
Yeah, well, in the future, we'll get them to put some stickers on them or something. Maybe we'll just one more thing to go on our list, Scott. We'll assess the bowls going into the game and say, do you mind putting these red stickers on your blue bowls so we know which is whose or whose?
Especially just, flip a coin or whoever wants them.
Yeah, some people like stickers on their bowls, some don't. I don't. I'd prefer not to use them. And I'd prefer the players not to stand right in front of the camera either. There we go. He got out of the way right in time. He must have an earbud in listening to the live stream. Great first pull there. Tom's impressed me so far to start this game.
Yeah, he's got a nice game. Yeah, still a little breezy today. Nothing like yesterday. Yesterday was apocalyptic.
Yeah, it was a lot colder yesterday too. I was freezing for the first 2 games. I did not come prepared for that kind of temperature. I looked at the forecast and
just came from nowhere too. Well, this is pretty hefty here. Almost on somebody's got a towel or something.
Yeah, they don't seem too bothered by it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's just obstruction on the green. But yeah, I wasn't prepared. I looked at the forecast and it looked really nice, with exception to that one little day that we had that rain. But I was not expecting these cold temperatures. Look at this, Tom,
nice ball
all over
Tom.
It again. But I'm wondering, I didn't check the forecast. Hopefully this wind doesn't stick around all day. It'd be nice if it just laid down for the final for us.
Yeah, that was at least nice. I mean, it was about this, I want to say, during the final that we broadcast yesterday. I would say it's about like this, where it was always there, and then it just got a little gusty at times.
And I think we should
good bowl by Allen there.
Congratulate Ann Nunez and her partner Janice Bell.
Yeah, being the double.
Yeah, going for 2 in a row. The women's fours to start the week off, and now they've won the women's pairs as well. So great start to the week. And our house, Scott, has a lot of big checks over the mantle right now. We have Ann Nunez and Bill Brault staying with us. Look at that! What a shot!
Shot by Tom. Yeah, nice.
Wow.
Again, that kind of southeast style of being up and positive and to the head.
Yeah, and that was perfect weight for that. He was making sure he was up. A lot of my friends, one thing I learned also, they call it a confident draw. It's just you draw to it. We a lot of times here we'll say just guarantee you're up. Same idea, different terminology, but just making sure you're reaching the head. You don't want to come up short, and if you do pass through a little bit, that's okay.
And you see the good sport Alan O'Brien is giving him a little hand, giving Tom a hand, each of them, kind of little high five, little lead union.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. I saw Alan as he walked in, and I was like, "Hey, you're on the live stream." And he goes, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "Alan, you're 2-0 on the live stream. The Southwest Open, he won the men's pairs and the singles." And he was nervous as heck before both of them.
Well, he channeled it well.
Yeah, because of the live stream, and he wins both. So I told him, I said, if I were you, I'd be real happier on the live stream because you're the man. And here comes Brian with a very handy
nice
bowl, no matter where it ends up.
Just a little chip on that.
Oh, what
Look
a
at that shot.
Brian Stewart. Gosh, is this the final? This level of play?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the third flight here. We're in the third end. We're seeing some spectacular bowls right off the bat. All right, here's Rick. Rick won't be shy. Rick hasn't thrown a short bowl yet.
No, and that's you're right. He hasn't. And if this stays on the green, it'll be okay. But that thing's going. I think it's going all the way to the beach.
Yeah, I think so too. Tom's just picking it up.
He wouldn't be happy with that one, I don't think.
Yeah, again, it's just I mean, it's a jacker bowl shot for him, but I don't think he needed that kind of pace.
No, just guaranteeing he's up. Just as I was saying, like a confident draw.
Away might be a little short.
Oh, sorry, folks.
Just kind of missed that one. Now, Rick's got this jacker bull shot on his forehand again, but I don't think he needed that kind of pace. I think he wants the pace that like Brian played, where he's just kind of like at most a yard.
And
at most.
Even if he trails it through, I think that's Tom's right there.
I think it's almost drawn to Tom's bowl there.
100%.
I think that black line is the target weight, honestly.
And I don't see a lot of communication between Tom and Rick. Really, when Rick's on the mat, it's the Rick show. What a shot for that reason.
There, but that was that weight.
It falls out.
That was the weight. I think that was the right weight. Maybe a little bit extra pacier, but that was the reason why it fell out instead of in.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I like Rick's confidence. It's not, hey, what do you think? What do I do? It's get on the mat and play it confidently.
I think Brian will be switching over here. He should be. I think that would be much safer here. It's a little dicey.
Yeah, and he's got some wide. He's got the arrow grooves, which will swing around that.
Yeah, I think he just wants to draw to that red bull that Rick just all the way around those front two, and then I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's already grumbling. The Stewart grumble.
Yeah, well, he was a little heavy too, so at least he didn't waste good weight. When I play perfect weight for a shot and I end up real narrow like that, it's like, oh no, I wasted perfect weight.
Yeah. You mentioned that to us. All right, Rick's gonna try and do the same thing, and doesn't even need the pace. He can even take a little bit off and just kind of come to those two bowls, preferably the blue bowl, or even a little drag on the jack for two.
Looks like he's in the area here with really good weight.
He's really steamy. This is really steamy,
quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't going to be short, that's for sure. He only drops a 1, so it's not the end of the
should be one. Yep, one down. One more for Stewart and O'Brien. 5-2.
And so, just for all you viewers out there, we love constructive criticism. It's only going to help us make this stream better. So if our mics aren't loud enough, we've had some issues with the exposure on the cameras, with it being so bright, but we will work on that. It looks a little better today, but let us know on your end if it still looks overexposed or if the view looks good. Our feelings won't get hurt, I promise.
Constructive. I think the important thing is constructive criticism.
Exactly. And this is one of our first tries at this. Definitely our first try at the U.S. Open. Just in case anyone was wondering, your commentators for this game are Lauren Dion, myself, joined by Scott Roberts, both longtime lawn bowlers. We know what we're talking about, folks. Right, Scott?
Yes. Well, I know you do.
Well, Scott does too. He's we don't need to. We would waste a lot of time. Not waste. It would take a lot of time to go over his CV, and all his accolades, as we see Alan O'Brien with a great opener here.
Look at that opener. That's a good ball there.
Oh, you don't. There we go. Yeah, you don't belong to Robert. It's Scott Roberts without the apostrophe. Our apologies there, but Scott inputted it, so it was his own.
Yeah, that was my bad.
It was his own doing. Probably autocorrect got you on that one.
I think so. Roberts what? Roberts commentators.
All right, and I'm looking at some scores over there. I can't see I didn't bring my prescription glasses today, Scott, so you might have to look at the flippers for me.
Yeah, I think I see a 4-0 in this Dodd game.
So that's Dodd would be up 4-0 because I know he won the first 2 ends. Look at this from Michael. Oh, what an effort. Les Rutzie's holding one over there, I see, but
another solid bowl by Allen. This leads has been really solid lead play right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's been making it hard to try and figure out whose ball's who, because it's not like one of them's been rough.
They've both peppering it.
They've both been like getting it. It's going to make it hard for us to kind of call shots.
It's going to make it hard for their own skips to call shots. It's like, wait, hold on. Whose is that?
What's he going to try to do? I don't know. Is that his or not? I don't know.
Yeah, when they're counting the head, they're going to have to be careful, too. It's like, 4 to us?
Yeah.
No, that's actually
I figure it's got to be the logo because I can't tell anything.
Yeah, well, if you want to go hang out on the rink and let me know what's going on, Scott.
I don't think the stretches that far. All right, that might be a clue. Whew. All right, now this might have a little bit of like a flowery pattern on it, like
the thistle, the Scottish thistle.
No, like a 4-leaf clover. I think might be.
Okay.
I might have sawn that on his versus this one.
We'll have a very stern talking to both of these leads after this game about how similar bowls looked and how it really made it hard on us. Because it's all about us, Scott. It's all about us.
Well, it should be, Lauren.
Yeah. as we watch these.
I think some great bowls by Allen there.
Yeah, maybe we could get someone out there with the lollipops. They could let us know how many people are holding. Yeah, it does look like our exposure might be a little off again today, but we will work on that. Let me see what this is. Ooh.
Yeah, try that.
Can we go even more than that?
Lauren's got a new toy.
What about white balance? Let's see what this does.
All right. Pretty sure Brian's probably holding a couple here. You see him.
Let me know if that's better, please, people. Because I did change the exposure a little bit as our good friend, and he deserves a shout out, doesn't he, Scott? Gary Barnes yesterday was sending us messages and trying to give us tips because he's also on the committee. Yeah, sorry. Let's get to the other end. He's on the committee, and he's been working on this stuff for a while, trying to make it happen. So we wouldn't be probably where we are without him either. So thank you, Gary. And let us know if our exposure is any better. We tried the tip that you gave us, and if not, we're going to have to mess with the camera settings on the iPhones. Would be my next thought.
Yeah, interesting choice here by Rick. I think he's trying to come in positive, see if he can hit off the edge. Again, it's good. You want to see people when you're down be up. That's fine. I'm curious as to the plan. I think he might have been trying to come off that outside bowl and have it ricochet down, or just kind of push that through the front bowl.
Do you know who's holding?
I'm pretty sure that Allen's got two.
Okay. So yeah, he was just trying to get a bowl in the head. He had really good weight for it. Brian, this one looks really promising. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Ooh.
Yeah,
he would not be happy.
Allen with a tentative clap.
Yeah,
but he kind of opened the head up a little bit for Rick here.
It was a decent bowl. He was a little unlucky with the result. And let's see. Do you think Rick's gonna be up? No, we're just joking with you, Rick. We know you're a very talented draw bowler.
This is the, it's good.
Look at this.
You want somebody to be this. Oh man, he got that one out though. I think still 2 down though, but he cut it down. I mean, considering Allen had it, surrounded. Allen trying to give Brian some intel, and Brian's like, no, thank you. I know what I need to do.
Well, there we go. Looks and sounds great, Don says. So thank you, Don.
Thanks,
appreciate
Don.
that.
And thanks for the comments. I know LD will be checking this. Look at Brian here. Yeah, another look at that. Nice solid draw there from Brian. And he switched hands and it was no problem.
All right.
No problem. He just switched over to the backhand and went.
Kelly says put some small binoculars in our equipment bag so we can see the flippers over there.
Oh, okay.
Kelly, we're waiting. Just bring some over, pal. There's Gord Fall walking in behind. Legend Gord Fall, I should say. And, yeah, if you want us to shout out any of your friends or...
Rick a little short there. I think this would probably be at least 3, another big number here. And a big shout out again to Kelly Warren. I'm trying to shout him out all week. He was going to be here this week, but had to get some...
A 5?
5. Wow. Yeah, I thought that was a big number. 10-2 now. So, again, thank you for the shout-out, Kelly, and get well soon, buddy. He had surgery that kept him away, and he's on the mend.
All right. Well, yeah. Hope you're well, Kelly. Scott was telling me previously that you were doing well in the recoup at portion of this battle. So, really, really glad to hear that. Yeah, and Kelly's a really good guy. He's the treasurer of Bowls USA, right?
Right. Yeah, that's why we obviously all the bowlers miss Kelly. Everybody loves Kelly when he's out here, and then the executive council. That he works with us. Intimately. I'm going to be off the executive council now in about a month's time.
We don't want to lose Scott.
I've served my time recently as immediate past president, so my time will come to an end. And Veronica, the current president of Bowls USA, will be moving on into my role of the immediate past president, and I'll be moving out.
Well,
but my wife, Linda, is moving in as second vice president now.
Yeah, she was really happy she won that vote. I saw her afterwards, and yeah, good on you, Linda. It's so good when people give back to the game. Don't just come and Well, I mean, it's fine playing the tournaments and do your thing, but it's always nice when people try to give back and help grow the game and improve it.
Yeah, it's kind of always my attitude about it, Lauren, and all the things that I do and continue to do and will continue to do is just give me so much, and I've been able to travel the world and represent our fine country, and to have those opportunities, I just feel really fortunate and lucky to have been able to do that. I'm sure you do as well with all the times that you've gone and
Absolutely.
medals that you've won as well. Because it doesn't say Dion on anything; it says USA. It doesn't say Dion, it doesn't say Roberts, is USA.
That's correct.
Yeah, and that's a big thing.
And what an honor to represent your country in anything. Some of my friends were. When I was younger, I was being a surfer and whatnot. My friends kind of, laughed at me a little, and it's like, oh, you're playing lawn bowls? Like, yeah, but I'm representing my country. I don't care what sport it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's an honor.
Yeah.
So, the first time you represent your country, it's
pretty big, and it never gets old.
Yeah, it doesn't. The first time and the last time both felt very special for me.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be more in the future.
So I think I've told that the wind's really picking up again now.
I'm going to go zip tie that other one to a bench. What do you think, Scott? I'll be back.
Yeah, Lauren's going to check our equipment to make sure it doesn't fly away here. So here's Alan. A little bit of a looser head, but I think a lot of that is because the wind has really picked up in the last little bit here. So here's a nice bowl from Alan. That's going to be the shot drawn. Yeah, boy, still got a little bit of tail. So the wind is almost directly behind the players right now. So it's it's kind of trying to figure out the depth. All right, here's Tom.
As I went to adjust it, I remembered it. Our production manager, Aaron Zangle, had weighed the tripod down with some lawn bowls. So
I think you're good.
We'll see if that works.
Just didn't know if you wanted to do anything with the shade. Just
that cold breeze is going to prevent the cameras from overheating, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And oh man, Alan just walked by. I was going to tell him go put some stickers on your bowls, man. So I want to throw we watched a little replay of the Southwest Open singles final last night with my co-commentator Steve Smith, and I just wanted to shout out to him. That was hilarious, Steve. Maybe not the most professional thing, but his theory is that the game is sort of a slow game and whatnot, so to throw some twist into the commentary is good. So we'll try our best, Steve. We'll keep this lively for you. Right, Scott?
Yep.
All right.
All right, here's probably another solid draw from Brian. This looks really good, and he's already holding one.
Yeah, Brian.
Just another stunner there.
How did Brian and Alan not make the championship flight playing like this? Jeez, they're both playing pretty well right now.
Yeah, I think you're just going to see the quality of all our matches one by one just go up and up and up.
Yeah,
we saw that yesterday. You could see basically, honestly, all days, the quality of the matches went up and up and up. And then the closest one with the singles. I mean, you guys were all very, very talented because you're all very well grouped. It was all 3-1. I think we saw nobody with 3-1s, or rather 7-1s. I think from the qualifying, except for the champ, Mr. Billy Brault, who was 8-0, and then ran the table on the second day.
Yeah. Well, there was a few 8-0s. There was.
Yeah, I didn't say the only one we saw.
Oh, on the live stream, yeah.
The only one we were able to see on the live stream, yeah.
And it's always nice to see whoever wins it be one of the undefeated ones. Happened last year, happened this year.
Who won it last year? I'm trying to remember who was the U.S. Open singles champion from 2023.
Some lucky heavy bowler. Lauren Dion or something like that. It was horrific.
Loren? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Ralph Lauren.
Ralph.
He was tremendously lucky.
The cologne salesman?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he couldn't count on all those lucky wicks 2 years in a row. Oh no!
Man.
Oh, we couldn't see it. Tom was right in the way. Sorry, everyone. Oh, jeez.
So Rick came through and got a portion of the jack, but then it rattled in between those two bowls. It hit that back blue one and then just kind of hit the green and then stuck right there. So
maybe Tom had a premonition that was going to go south. So anyway, umbrellas are flying down again. It's down though, so it might fly away. I'll go get it.
I'm just worried about the taking down our internet here.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get this sorted. Don't. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some coffee too. Have fun, Scott.
I can go up next time. All right, they're trying to discuss what they want to do. They're holding a couple, and they got a pretty sizable lead here, so they don't really need to make. I mean, it's still early days. They've only got a quarter of the match through, but we're definitely seeing the wind picked up a little bit and right behind the player. So hopefully you can keep hearing us. Another good bowl by Brian Stewart. Just wants to touch on his own bowl. Look at that. That's spectacular. A spectacular shot. Excellent weight control from Brian Stewart there. Trying to eyeball again. Rick's got a couple in the back. I almost think with the profile of the head, a little bit worried about that one in front, but anything he could get it to go. I think that's what they're eyeballing is. No, I just don't know if Rick thinks he can get through here, but I think this is going to be weight shot. I was surprised he wouldn't come on the backhand here and come into that head and plow through it, but he might be just going hard on the forehand. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Nope, he is coming backhand. He was just trying to come backhand, trying to come through everything. Yeah, he has weight, but not the right weight for that line. They're going to drop another big number here, I think. Three more. All right, 3 more for Stewart and O'Brien to go 13-2 after 5. Pretty commanding lead here. Get a shot of the head. Yeah, we got Brian to sit down there. Just got to get over the shoulder shot from Mr. Fitzgerald. All right, here's Alan. And both these guys have had some really good lead play, but Alan's just been just a notch above. And here's another incredibly. Going with Lauren. How did these guys get into the third flight with the way they're playing here? It just lights out. 13-2 early. There's Tom. Probably thinking, he's going his backhand. He wants to be arriving. Jack or bull would be good. Just kind of arriving, put it in the head. This is great bull here. Yeah, that's real well done. Dropped it right in there. Yeah, Brian giving the right instructions, is actually one of the things I might have learned from Brian. It's why would he change? He just threw a stunner. Why are you going to change it up? And they're going into the wind, which is slowed a little bit right now, but it's been tricky. And I'd like to see Alan float it all the way around behind. Yeah, this is pretty good with these holding. All right. But Tom's the one that's got the shot right now with that really, really good first one. Trying to show you a shot of the head from the side. Our camera is pivoted. Let's see if I can get one of my fellow helpers to get something so we don't totally block coverage here. So all right, here's Alan again. Another good bowl. All right, trying to get some shots of the head here, but here's Tom again. And a nice ball there. Let's see if you can get one in. Just going to come across the head. See if we get this shot here. This camera was kind of having a little bit of an issue. I'm trying to get it all the way over. All right. All right.
I'm back.
I'm back.
And we're going to have Aaron talk to Aaron briefly and told him if he has a spare moment, he can go check the scores on those championship games for us. So
yeah, that'd be good.
We'll get some updates for all you inquisitive minds out there. Thanks for tuning in. See some people checking in. How do you say that, Scott?
Oh, Mike Watts, yeah, from Wales.
There we go, Wales. We're going to stick with that, Mike, because that is a little difficult for us to say.
Shocker, another
Brian
stunning
Stewart.
draw from Brian. I think he was down a couple there.
That's the shot. And forgive the wind noise, guys. Nothing we can do about that. We will talk a little louder. We'll turn our mics up a little. How's that?
Yeah.
Let us know if we need to adjust anything.
Yeah, it's starting to get close to how it was. Again, Rick trying to play positive through the head, which is not a bad play.
That's a good weight.
He's had to keep, kind of attacking and jabbing. And I don't know if we've even seen him where he's had a head where he could draw.
Yeah.
Everything he's been playing has been playing through because he really hasn't a draw available to him. That just shows how well Brian and Alan have been playing. I mean, how often does that happen? You played 5 ends and you're on your 6 and you haven't had a chance to draw as a skip.
Yeah, I've seen it happen, but it's not common. Played Lyle Adams years ago in a semifinal of the U.S. Open and in the pairs, and I think his first 15 bowls were drives. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it. But same reason, same thing. He had Phil Dunn leading for. Look at this.
Oh, another good effort from Rick.
And he's got a back bowl. He's got one left, so he's got one back near the tee now.
I think Brian's going to just try and draw another one. He's had pretty good control. If he's going to try and... No, looks like he's just trying to come to the head as air on the side of being short, I think, if anything.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be, but
dropping one in front. I think that was the intention, though.
Probably was.
Yeah.
Not a bad home either.
Yeah, that looked like a block delivery, like this. We're going to have a little consultation. This consultation brought to you by Barry Bowling Systems.
Barry Bowls, they do artificial greens. We have one at my home club, and it is wonderful. So if you need if you're in the market for an artificial green, let them know.
Thank you to David Aarons and Barry Bowling Systems.
And don't worry, we will get to all the sponsors as they sponsor measures, they sponsor conferences, bathroom breaks, all that stuff. We got. And hey, if you're interested in sponsoring any of our future productions here, just reach out to Bowls USA because we love our sponsors.
All right, here's Rick trying to come on the forehand, a little different hand. Yeah, he's slid by.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that one.
Slid by, but it's one more. I think they're double. Yeah, it's one more for Stewart and O'Brien.
This one's starting to run away from Rick and Tom a little bit.
Yeah, they let them have 2 in the first end, and then they just been kind of dominating and got a 4 and a 5.
So yeah, they're moving away very quickly here, and I think this is a must-win end for Rick and Tom.
Yeah, and they're scheduled to play 16 ends, but unlike qualifying, when you have to finish the game, today you have to have a winner. So if they were tied, then you'd play an extra end. But then the alternative is you can always shake hands and
yeah, if it's mathematically out of reach, they don't need to play any more ends.
Yeah.
Fairly long jack here. He's on the tee back there, and he's nearly made it to the tee. If he didn't, it's in the shade there. He's right on it, just about. So it's a full-length jack. For those of you who aren't familiar with the rules of lawn bowls as well. You can vary the distance, and this is the maximum distance you can play. All right, and gosh, we've heard some excitement over in some of the other games. Heard Rob Hoey get pretty fired up on one of his shots. The other ring. So he doesn't hesitate with a little bit of excitement when he makes a good shot, which I love. I want to see more of that.
A nice opener there again from Allen. Just about a yard at most behind.
Yeah.
Not so easy when you're going full length to try and drop one in between the jack and the ditch, and he did it right in the middle. See what Tom's already given up on it. I don't think he likes it. It's going to go in the ditch. And as I said, that's a little more difficult.
Oh, he's going to make Brian reach
Going to make
down.
Brian get up, which he doesn't like. He's got his custom stool there.
Yeah, it's really nice. He puts it right on the bank there and tries to be tender with his feet on the plank, I think. Yeah.
Let's see if Allen can do it again here.
This one looks a little quicker.
Yeah. It's going to be right on the edge, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Tom, this is your chance, Tom. This bowl this is a big one to get there first, because I think Allen will adjust with the next one.
I'm kind of a little surprised they ended up. I mean, I can almost don't know if it was an accident to go this long. They were really controlling the head. I mean, there's no really, unless you're trying to put somebody on the yo-yo, I don't really see a reason for it when you're up 14-2. There you go, Tom.
Yeah, great shot. Now Allen's back bowls look even better.
Yeah, which is why you want to start at the back and kind of work forward if you can help it. Definitely nothing short, that's for sure.
Yeah, you want to. If you are short, you don't want to be too short, and you want to be on the line. There's sort of a triangle that starts in a foot in front of the jack, and extends behind it and out. Maybe a 3-foot triangle, let's say.
Yeah.
And that's the area you want to be in.
Oh, Allen didn't need to take the pace off. You've been pretty fine to just go 1 yard through like he did his first one.
And if Tom can repeat the formula, then we might see Rick playing a pure draw shot. I can see Aaron's getting some scores for us, so we will have some updates very soon. Cambria is watching. Brian Deadman, club member of the year, 2 years running, I think. Look at this shot. Yeah. This is a very, very good lawn bowl.
It's going to drop right next to that ball. Prefer it falling in if you can.
Yeah, it's counting and covering.
Probably,
which is ideal.
Should be two for the Florida boys.
Oh, wow, what a shot over there. Michael Sedal was down one, just drew the shot, clicked it back to one of the other ones. Now he's holding two. Said he was playing really good yesterday. We're good friends, and he was at the house, so I have a particular interest in that game over there, if you can't tell. Yeah, Angel Rocco with a great shot.
Yeah, just all kinds of great bowls going on. I mean, it kind of shows with some of them when you're seeing some excellent shots in the championship flight. You can see it just, it gets to that point where it's a bowl here or a bowl there for, it falls in, falls out. And when you're in the championship flight, and here you're in the third flight.
Yeah.
Or you're sitting here commentating.
Yeah, either way, it's a win for me. I'm happy. Aaron and I had a rough day yesterday. If you guys are wondering why I'm commentating and not playing, just was one of those days in lawn bowls where things just don't go your way.
Brian is not messing around with this one.
No, I don't think it'll get down from there with that pace.
He's gonna get the piece. Nope, didn't get the second shot. Interesting choice.
Yeah, well, and when you go with your first one like that at a head that looks this way, you're sort of committing to that. So with the next ball, I think he'll probably have a go again unless Rick really changes the look of this. He's under the line.
Literally could be Rick's first draw, though.
Yeah, and he played the line of the weighted shot again.
Well, it's one of the things, that we, like on our good NAC team, Billy Brault was telling us, it's like, look, just try and don't drive if you can help it early, because you got to get that draw. You're going to need that draw in the game. And if you're coming with weight early, then that draw is just going to be, you've got no feel for it.
Yeah, Michael Sedal
look at this.
Taught me that years ago, too. He said, when say you're on a fours team skipping or something, you do everything you can for the first, first quarter of the game or maybe to just draw, because it'll allow you to find the draw weight and kind of get it into the computer.
Yeah, and then you can go off of that and use that computer reading to help you with the, the drive. I mean, Rick has drawn 3 times and really hasn't been close. Yeah. And it's a draw head, and he's put them all in the ditch. Brian's came with the weight. He happened to hit that front ball the last one.
He's playing less weight with this one.
I think that's what I think is the better shot. I just think an overdraw. He's been drawn so well, so why not just do the offshoot and just do an overdraw and just try and get to second?
And he's going to get second shot out of this. Well done, Brian.
Yeah, that's good. Cut it to 1.
Yeah, 1's in the budget.
Easily. Let's see what Rick. I mean, Rick again had 2 draws that have just gone in the ditch. And he really needs to find it. He's got a chance here to get a second draw within a yard.
And on the flip side of that draw thing, sometimes if you're struggling with your draw, letting one rip also can help you reset
the computer.
Yeah, exactly. I hear Rick's played a better bowl this time.
Not too far. Not too far.
He doesn't want to get the jack.
Okay.
Gets that and rolls on a bit too far, I think.
Yeah, he was just heavy with all of those.
Well, Aaron, do you have some updates for us? Yeah, these the championship games here. So we're just waiting on one. But Jim and Max Cavender, as we said, they're playing against Dez over there and his lead. That one's all tied up 4-4. Sadri and Charlie are up 7-4 against Martin and Dick. And wow, the powerhouse team of Bob Schneider and Rob Benke are up 10-2 against Ivan and Mike. Yeah, Bob was pretty juiced last night. He's in our house too. He said they were playing really well yesterday. So for them to be up 10-2 is not a surprise.
Yeah, well.
And Rob Benke just won the U.S. Pairs Championship.
Who did he win that with?
Aaron Zangel, Mr. AZ. Aaron Zangel. Yeah, he was. I was there, and I had a particular interest in their games, being such good friends with both of them. So I was keeping an eye, and man, they both were playing good. Aaron was peppering the jacket lead, and then if there was the off end that he wasn't holding, Rob would usually fix it with his first bull, as we see.
Oh, look at that.
Great starter there.
Great start by Tom.
Tom's trying to get him back into this game. And, I have a feeling they're going to inch closer. But is that lead or that deficit for them too much for them to come back from? We'll see.
Yeah. It would be really helpful if Rick could find his draw. I mean, it's like we were talking about. I mean, he had 3 draws at that head and didn't. I mean, drawn and 2 in the ditch. They were like 4 yards through, and then he was even probably 2 yards through with the last one. So, but he's had to play weight the whole game. So,
yeah, one passes by there, but it's in a good home.
I think I might be able to tell the bulls apart now. I think Allen's is a little lighter in the middle.
Oh gosh.
The color, like the paint.
Your eyes are better than mine, Scott. I can't see none of that.
Yeah.
And now we're getting the update on that final quarterfinal in the championship flight. Tom and Chris are up 5-4 against Les and Michael. And they're in the 6th end or 7th end or something like that. So,
thank you, Dragon, our field reporter.
Yeah, it takes a village, and we've had a lot of help this week, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of help.
And man, Scott, you've been an absolute legend this week so far, taking this on all by yourself, and we've been here to help you in the morning, the afternoon, most days to set up and stuff, but he's here first, and he's ready to tear it down right when things get done. And luckily with our setup, it's fairly easy. We kind of have a well-oiled machine here.
Yeah, I think it's just a repetition. Oh, well, thanks, LD, first of all. And I do think it's just a repetition of doing it every day. And
Tom with another good bowl here.
Yeah, pretty solid head here. And Alan really needs to make the adjustment. He's kind of had 2 right next to each other. He really needs to get one into this head.
Well, this this wind is something else.
Yeah, it's. I think you can kind of see some of these trees kind of blowing. And
if there's any.
Wow, Alan's a little heavy here. Let's see if he can get it drop down or if he's going to float behind.
He's floating behind, yeah. Well, Rick, I would dare to say that this is Tom and Rick's first live stream game because they're not really wary of the camera. And some players, they sort of have the stance that, hey, I'm playing on the rink, and it's my right to be standing wherever I want, regardless of the camera. So
yeah, it's just kind of the nature. I mean, especially I saw it with the ladies, and they have a specific way that they're taught of where they want to stand. Like they stand right in line, right behind. That's what they're taught to kind of support their partner. But unfortunately, right in line with our cameras.
Yeah, and wow. All right, I think I gotta tend to this easy up. What do you think? Maybe get the cover off of it or something. It's not going to do good for our sun exposure, but you let me know, Scott. You know how bad it got yesterday, so
yeah, it was on the other side, and but maybe give it another minute and see if it continues like this for a while. See how the legs are doing.
All right, I will check, and I will maybe fill up some water in those buckets.
Yeah,
our weights. So I will check. I will check off here for a minute. You're in good hands with Scott. Have fun, y'all. I'll be back.
Yeah, we had one of these classic pop-up easy ups that we had, and we've got them zip tied to banners and have buckets of water. And so they were lifting 5 feet off the ground from the wind. And that's not an exaggeration. Oh, look at that. Or rather, I should say 5 inches. So 5 feet was an exaggeration. 5 inches off the ground, which is pretty incredible since they were attached to a full bucket of, a 5-gallon, 10-gallon bucket of water kind of thing. All right, great shot again by Brian. Just another spectacular draw. I mean, it just, Alan's been putting good bowls in the head, and it's got to be frustrating for Tom because he's just, he's putting good bowls in, and it just doesn't matter. Brian's just playing just stellar bowls here. And it's also got to feel good for Alan because if I wouldn't call that his best hand. He'd probably say the same thing, that it wasn't his best hand, but he managed to, that gives you hope. It's like, oh, I don't feel like I have to do it every single end. Yeah, another okay bowl there for Brian. He kind of was trying to probably float it to the back. It just kind of hit that one a little squarer than he wanted to, I think. All right, Rick really needs to make something happen here. Could just come with the weight and kind of chip the half of that bowl. Would be a really good shot and just kind of push it on through. He is not far away here. He is trying really hard. There you go, Rick. Is it going to hang in? Just wonder if it moved a little too far. That's a good shot. Unfortunate. That's really unlucky. Allen's bowls, of all things, his 2 that he had on the side, that were kind of the semi-mistakes. His first 2 draw bowls are now the 2 they're holding. Again, it shows the value of having back bowls. Show you another angle here so you can see kind of the head. From this angle, you can see the 2 bowls on the right that weren't very close. And now those are the 2 they're holding. You can see how far off the center line they are. Brian just trying to add a free one. Just a little touch is all he wants on the jack. Oh, he might have given it right back. They're going to take a look at that. And might have given it away. They're kind of laughing because, yeah, so Rick gave it. Good sports all the way around. So Rick gave it away and went from 1 down to 2 down, and then Brian trying to get a 3rd in. An uncharacteristic turnover there to make it give 1 more for Fitzgerald and Bussell. So we're here 14-4 now at the halfway point. Just managed to keep that jack in. Somebody's got to get up and center it. I think Rick's going to let Brian do it, I guess. So we're see if we can get a shot at the mat here. You can see he's up just a little bit. Tom is. Let's get a player's eye view for at least a little bit. It's going to go in the shade. A little flyby here. Yeah, we've got a shot of Rick's head. Don't really want that. A little flyby by the Bulls USA second VP, Kane Tobin. He helped me with a broadcast on the second day in the first game. And a little long there. They might be having a little difficulty. That wind again is kind of gusting and is right behind the players. And it's not light. Let's see, and Lauren's got a bucket of water that he's filling up a bucket and filling up the buckets of water that we have that are trying to hold our little pop-up tent. And you can see how Tom came a little narrow and short there with that one. I'd like to see Alan. Oh, Rick moved. We got a good shot of the head here. Nope, he's back. All right, let's see if Alan can find it. It's a little bit of a loose head for the guys, but again, the wind has been kind of in and out. This looks like a really good correction here by Alan. Just kind of floated around, but that's shot. Tom's got an opportunity here. It's kind of coming on the backhand. See if the wind's going to push it down. It is kind of picking up here. Now he's trying to wish it to stop. Jack high. It's wind's really gusting now. It's getting close to how it was yesterday, like this. All right. Here's Alan again. This looks like a good adjustment here. It's going to be close. I think LD's back.
Yeah, I'm back for the time being. We'll see here. This wind is really pushing our abilities today.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can rotate my body here and see if I can block the wind with my ample frame.
There you go. Good idea. See Brian taking a look, see who's holding. We can't tell. The Bulls look the same.
Well, it's a little close.
Yeah, definitely, Brian. We can do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian wants us to turn the wind machine up.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind it, as we can tell by the quality of his play in the wind. He's all right with it. Comments here. Cambria watching. We haven't got any more. Come on, guys. Send us some comments. We want to know where you're watching from and what you think about this. This is exciting stuff.
All right, let's see if Rick can get his draw dialed in here.
It's a little closer than he has been. He might pick it up.
I think he's going to get the jack.
There we go, Rick. Well, that is a beautiful shot. Right down near the ditch. I'm not sure who those Bulls are.
Yeah, one of them's Alan's.
Alan says we're holding. So unfortunate there. See if we can adjust the angle here for you. Work our magic and see what we can do. It's about as good as we're going to get right there.
All right, here's Brian again.
We'll see it come into the screen here. There it comes. Very good weighted bowl, just a little under the line. That wind is
pretty good effort.
So you see Rick's delivery here.
Yeah, that jack is what, maybe 6 inches from the ditch, if that?
Yeah, it's very close to the ditch. See Rick let that one go. Watch it come down the green here.
Yeah, you just can't. And I don't know if the camera's going to feed to it. There comes Rick. He's not far away.
Quick.
Yeah,
Oh, he's trying to get the bowl.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to pitch that bowl, jack or bowl shot there. See if he can get the bowl or the jack and knock it in. Getting a taste of what it was like yesterday, buddy.
Gosh, it is stressful. I don't feel for you, man, from yesterday. But we'll see if it gets worse or better today.
Look at this. This is going to be a honey.
Stewart to the jack in the ditch.
What a shot by Brian.
Great shot, Brian Stewart.
Well,
Wow.
will we increase the win for him? And he should be thanking us.
He should be. We turned the wind machine up.
He asked for it, and we gave it to him. You know, I expect at least a Coke. All right, here's Rick coming with Wade. I think he's just trying to see if he can cut it down to
shot. Yeah.
See if he can get a bowl. I think he's going to get wrecked in front.
All right. Well, that'll be 2 then at the moment. I think
Brian got another one.
Got one more.
He's holding 2. Alan's begging him not to roll it.
Yeah, he's declaring. Good call. The way the scoreboard is, he doesn't need to try to draw another one there.
Yeah, and just a spectacular bowl by Brian there.
Yeah, he can watch that one back later. That was beautiful. And I told him he was on the live stream this morning. He said, well, yippee. But now he's going to be able to watch that shot forever.
Forever.
And ever and ever.
That's what I tell some of the people that, you know, I've been doing some of the commentary for the Southwest Division.
Doing a great job, by the way, I must say.
Oh, that's kind, thanks. Every little bit helps, a little practice. But you see somebody throw a wrong bias, and you just tell them, well, it's not like it's on the internet forever.
But it is. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I've had a lot of live stream games here and there, and had one where I called the shot. I said, you know, I'm going for this. That's the edge I'm looking for. If I'm narrow, I'll get the jack in the belly. Commentators had their earphones on because they couldn't hear me. I make the shot off the edge of the bowl, get the ultimate result, and they go, oh, that was real lucky.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and I go back afterwards.
Run back the tape.
Yeah, we ran it back, and I messaged him. I was like, Case, what are you guys throwing me under the bus for? I called that shot. And he's like, oh, we couldn't hear you with our headphones. So I have video proof.
Oh,
there it is.
Hello.
Max causing problems again. These kids.
Boy, who let him out here?
Yeah.
So, for those who are new and just kind of watching, so
now they have to fight in the middle of the green, don't they?
Yeah, they have to declare a thumb war.
Fight! Oh, they're not going to do it. I think Alan would not want to have that go down because Max is a very
I think
strapping young
Max
fellow.
will be a 2-to-1 favorite. I think in that in that bout. So both players were playing bowls on their green, and it just happens that they happen to go by the same time. With the rink being a little wider, they collided. Now Max switched hands. Now Max switches hands.
Let's see. Did you draw the shot? Look at this.
Weisenheimer.
I think he drew the shot. Did he?
Oh. So again, for those watching at home, if it happens where you have a bull in its course and it collides with a bull from the other rink, then you both get them back and you get to play it over again.
Yeah.
And what's the extra humor in it is that Max from the other game decided to play the other hand now as opposed to the shot he just attempted.
Oh, that's hilarious. That might throw a little loop through his opponent's brain there. Old Desi that he's playing against.
All right. Now,
that was fun.
Might have been a little scared of incurring the wrath of Max.
Yeah, I think the wind kind of plays havoc with these remote controls.
That's a good bowl by Tom.
Great bowl.
Yeah, I think.
Are we all up to date on the score there? Looks right.
Yeah, 16-4 here.
Yeah. Playing in 10.
Yep. I was on top of it. Pinch hitting.
Yes, sir. And well, we watch Alan's bowl come in here and pass by.
A little bit of an overcorrection, but better.
Say thanks to our next sponsor, Henselite USA, the choice of champions. I use them. Scott uses them. Great bowls. Contact Jimmer if you're in the U.S. or Canada because he'll help you out.
Yeah, I've had a Hall of Fame career and never touched another bowl other than Henselite.
See, I've been a bit of a wanderer. I used to use Taylor for a long time. And then switched. I used arrows for a day or two, and then I switched to Henselite. So I love them. Now that I use them, I'm not questioning the decision at all.
Right now, it's switching over. After a little bit of jack movement, see if he can hit jack or bull. I think here with this forehand. See what Alan can do here. He's been playing very well.
And I'm trying to get this pan tilter.
Well, this is a nice effort here. Look at this. Look at this by Alan O'Brien. What a shot.
Yeah, Alan is on fire. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's not. Jeez.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, this wind is really getting us, folks. I just hope we can keep the production going today.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario, I think we just won't have the easy up, and the sun is going to be not as bad of an issue as the wind.
Yeah, I think. Well, while they're crossing over, I'll tell the story from yesterday. So I was busy, obviously, with the commentary.
We'll sponsor this story.
Oh yeah,
with Jai Tai. There we go.
Thanks, Jai Tai. So we had an incident where it was early on. It was this heavy, and we have the umbrella in the back, and they were taking the pop-up tent down because of the wind, and then the umbrella blew out of the stand onto the green and smashed into Julia Gallo.
Wow, lucky
she tripped and fell on it.
Well, luckily she's strong and agile, and hopefully didn't get hurt too bad. Jeez.
So, but she was down for a couple minutes, but then they got a little wrap on her non-bowling left arm wrist. She managed to lose that match, but then she was in the championship flight and gone the second, and then she won the next two. So
good on her. That's great.
So she rallied, I guess.
I think I'm going to take this cover off of this thing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. I'll be back.
Yeah, it's getting a little too windy. I think we're both going to help. I'm going to give an extra hand here, so I'm going to check out too for a minute.
With our, we had a little issue with the easy up there, guys. Excuse us. The players came over and actually helped us, so that's why you weren't seeing them for a sec. Let's see if we can see it now. We can. Tom's sort of jumping in and out there. We'll see, Tom.
Okay,
Now we're both back.
Wow, that was
fun.
I assume you thanked Alan and Tom.
I did, yeah. They came over and helped us. That was really nice of them.
If you saw the action stop, that was why, as we were we were going to fly away.
Yeah, we were. And then we'll see. That I don't think that'll be the last of our wind fun for the day, but it feels a lot safer now.
Well, I think Brian and Alan get one there.
Yeah, and that was a little break in the game. We'll sponsor that one with the Nixon Group, the Orange Realtors out here in the area. They've been sponsoring bowls out here for a while, so we really appreciate you guys For any of your real estate needs in Sun City, please contact the Nixon Group.
Know a few people have happy with the service they got for them. They've either relocated within this area or moved out from like from Southern California or other places.
Even. Gosh, I'm excited. This wind is a little gnarly, but I'm excited for this day still, man. The men's pairs, the pairs in general, women's pairs too. I think that's my favorite event. I know the singles is always considered like the blue ribbon event, but I like to see the team dynamics, the different shots played.
See, that's interesting because I like fours.
Yeah, there you go.
Fours
for that
is
same
my
reason,
game.
maybe, huh?
For a similar kind of thing that you just described, because I think that for me, it's you can't have one person just really kind of dominate. It's got to be a team.
Speaking of domination, look at Alan.
No kidding.
Woo.
Alan's just a machine.
Yeah,
and if he gives the slightest bit of a window, then Brian's just been shutting the door.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom's been good, but...
Oh, there he is. Aaron Zengel with our score update.
Our roving reporter.
Man, Bob and Rob, 15-6. They are continuing this roll they're on. I love it. Saudry and Charlie, is that a 9, Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay, they were up 7-4. They are now down 9-7. So it looks like Martin and Dick have gone on a bit of a run on them. Maybe the wind is playing into their favor. And then Les and Michael are down 6-7 against Tom and Chris. So nothing's changed there. Still a 1-point game. And Jim and Max are tied in their game against Dez and his lead. I gotta try to find his lead's name, but I know it's Desmond is the skip because I played against him. So there's your score updates in the championship games.
Thank you,
Thank you, Aaron Zengel.
Most welcome, gentlemen.
And we'll probably get Aaron into the booth here at some point. Actually, he's here. You want to jump in, Aaron? I might take a little stroll.
I'm ready.
All right, here you go.
All right.
You get a break from me, Scott. I know you've been waiting. Here's Aaron, your good friend. You love to be with him.
Finally.
Yeah. I'll leave you in good hands, folks.
All right. Aaron Zengel, the Dragon.
All right. Thank you, Lauren, and good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Thanks for all your help, Aaron.
Yeah, you're really welcome, Scott. I really think the live stream is a great thing for bowls, and especially for bowls in America here. Really get the game out there and show people what's going on.
That's oh, this is nice. Well, look at that by Alan, just floating it around that bowl, finishing right behind. So now we were having trouble. I think now I might be able to tell the bowls apart because, as you can see now that you're just sitting here, you can see they like it's same color, the same little stripe, but the logo's just slightly different. Tom's kind of got this little circle, while Alan, I don't think, has that little inner circle there. That's a good bowl by Tom. Look at just floating out. I don't know if he got second out of it. They're starting to roll out of hands. So what do you think about when you're having to play in like strong winds like this? I know you've gone overseas multiple times and had to play in strong winds, not to mention yesterday.
Yeah, so honestly for me, the wind is a factor, but play the game more like it's not there. It's there and you have to make the adjustments and you take it into consideration just like you would any part of the green. Maybe there's a wider hand and a narrower hand. Maybe one of the hands is running a little faster than the other. There's always differences within the green itself, so the wind just presents another difference and a little change in the green and the way you approach the game, but at the end of the day, you can't let it affect you mentally, and you really just got to play your balls.
Yeah, I think some people, I agree. That's almost exactly my thinking of it. It's just, what are you going to do about it? And it's the same for, truly is the same for both players. And if you're the one that, whoever complains the most is usually the one that loses.
Correct. I would agree with that, Scott. So you definitely have to take it into consideration with your line and your weight, and that's all it is. It's just another added variable to the game that changes the way the bowl is going to finish.
Yeah. We had, I think about 4 ends ago, while you were roving reporting, he was Brian Stewart came by and asked us if we could turn the wind up a little bit, and then just drew an absolute stunner with his first bowl after it peaked up. Yeah, kind of drawn this one a little heavy.
Yeah, you know, you were talking about that wind, Scott. Yesterday where we played, the wind was running more side to side, so it was affecting the line.
Same here.
Today we're here, the wind is running straight up and down the green, so it's probably not affecting the line as much, but I guarantee the pace and the weight that they're playing going one direction versus the other is maybe 1.5 yards to 2 yards different, maybe quite that much, but it's going to make a significant difference in their weight adjustments going straight into the wind versus going straight downwind.
We're kind of collided with and honestly not very close to the head there. All right, Brian with a good ball there. All right, see if Rick can get one in here. He's really been fighting it, and he's just been kind of, because of the nature of the front end, he's stabbing and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing, and it's just, then the time comes where he needs to draw, and he just hasn't been able to do it. And meanwhile, you know, Alan and just Brian are just absolutely striping it today. Holding a couple here, and they got just a monster lead at the moment.
You know, and talking about that wind, Scott, you know, everyone has difference in opinion about what they feel comfortable and how they handle playing with that wind. You prefer playing the swinger with the wind traditionally, or if you have a crosswind, or would you rather play the narrower hand and try to fight that wind?
Well, usually in the flow of the game, you find one. I mean, it was actually, you know, we were going wide and narrow. I had a conversation with Mel with that yesterday, and I think there's a certain psychological advantage in playing the wider hand, but really, I don't have a preference. Whatever's true. I think whatever's true is the one you go with. If you play narrow and you just can find the line and it's just consistent for you, then just roll with it. And if it's a wide one, roll with it. Well, Rick's going to go right on through. Golly.
Yeah, it seems
even when he's got a good ball, it's just the luck is just not with him. I mean, that was not bad. That was pretty good pace there, but they're going to drop another 2. I think we missed a score somewhere around here on the board. I think Hill Deep, sorry. It's going to double check everything with it too. Now they're going to get it.
Yeah, but if they picked up
I think they've given up on the ends and the board, and
yeah, they potentially have here. As this game seems to be slipping out of hand.
It's 19-4, and we've played 11 ends, so we're making. Here we go. Yeah, we're on the 12th end now, and I assure you, it's 19-4.
And Scott, as I'm looking across the green, it seems like some of these other games are lagging a few ends behind potentially. I don't know if these guys are playing fast on the TV rink or some of the other guys on the green playing a little slow this morning.
I think it's, you know, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the game is really out of hand. Then people are kind of playing a little bit faster. I mean, and then also some of the players too. Alan's kind of average, I would say. But Brian is very fast.
That is very true.
Brian is very fast of a player, and I think Rick has been on the quicker side. You can see the little pattern that he's got now. I feel like I've got it dialed in finally. Alan's got, I think it's like a clover leaf. I wouldn't put it past him if that's what he's got, a clover leaf. Well, you see that Tom's bulls have got this little. He's got kind of a little white mark on his bull, like a white circle. And once again, we're here in the 2024 U.S. Open in Sun City, Arizona. This is the third fight quarterfinal. We'll have a semifinal next, and then we'll have the men's pairs gold medal match later this afternoon, probably around 2 o'clock or so, local time.
You know, Scott, I've been here in Sun City a couple times in my life playing bowls, and it really seems like it's one of the best places in the U.S. to play bowls with the number of clubs that are here, the quality of the greens, the quality of the weather, typically year-round. Really seems like a good place in the United States to be playing bowls.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. And just the fact that they have so many clubs and so many greens within a very short distance. When we had the U.S. Open last year in Southern California and Orange County specifically, there's the club difference between the clubs. It's a kind of can be a haul. You could have like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive between different clubs. Here, at most end to end is maybe a half an hour.
I would say at the most, right? Typically, it's a little bit closer to 15 minutes or 20
usually,
minutes, really. And
I mean, it's almost like the standard answer. How far is that to club? 10 minutes, 15
Yep.
minutes. But and one to end to the other end, like the furthest extremes, at most it'd be a half an hour. So you can find a hotel that's really centrally located. All the greens are very similar in pace and maintenance. It's very rare for them to be. I mean, and usually if something's out of whack, it's because they're doing something. They're doing major renovation on that green for some reason. Like I remember a few years ago, Bell here, they were doing some major renovation. But you see how they've recovered, and they're just beautiful. Greens are beautiful.
As I'm looking across the green right now, the color is very consistent.
Yeah.
No real bright green patches, no dead patches. It looks fabulous.
Yeah, it really is spectacularly maintained.
So here at the Bell Club, we have 2 greens. At the Lakeview Club, also another 2-green complex. There's the Johnson Club where they have a 4-green complex. And then there must be 4 other clubs maybe that have a single green.
Like Oakmont, I think, has one. I haven't made over to Oakmont, but I think they have just the 1 green. I think some of the women's pairs qualifiers, there were some on like their champs. Ann and Janice, I think, came out of Oakmont. I think that was the one place that they happened to be. So
yeah, so we're definitely spoiled to be here in Sun City, Arizona for the U.S. Open, having the number of greens and the quality of greens that we have to play on here. So big shout out or thanks to Sun City and all the clubs here for all the dedication and hard work that they've put into the greens and the number of volunteers that it takes to pull off an event like this with the markers, the hospitality. It's been a fantastic event, and I can't thank everyone enough.
yeah, just a little bit of a loose one there by Brian. Kind of uncharacteristic. See if Rick can get a draw. They're really running out of time.
And speaking of running out of time, Scott, it seems like there's time limits on these games today. And talking earlier, some of these games are a couple ends behind. Curious if that will factor into the equation here, having a time limit on the games, and hopefully they don't run out of time and doesn't become a factor, because I'd rather just be able to play the game and not worry about those things. But
yeah, you're also trying to get a few games in. So
totally understand. There is a schedule. There is a schedule that we have to follow to pull this event off and get the games finished in a day.
And it was one of the issues that I know. I was the chair last year for the U.S. Open, and we wanted to get people's. We erred on the side of maximizing the amount of bowls that people were going to play, and we went pretty much from like not too far away from sunrise to sunset. And I think some of the feedback we got that it was just a bit much. On the overall, it was just a little too much on the bowls. So another gust here blowing our equipment.
Definitely is a balancing act trying to pull an event like this off.
So that's where we took the feedback, and I passed that along to this year's committee, with Pam Edwards and Veronica Sun being the co-chairs this year, and they opted with Lori Rose, the tournament director, to go for a little bit of a shorter day, trying to keep it to more like an 8 to 5 kind of thing.
Again, definitely a balancing act. Try to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, and so I think it was usually more like 4. That's like the extreme. So, all right, Rick has again. He's just kind of struggling. They're all kind of struggling. It's kind of one of the looser heads we've seen here.
And our good friend Lauren Dion looking to get back in the commentary booth. I'm going to go out and take another round and see what those scores are on those other games in the championship flight. Looks like they're getting to the pointy end of the game
here. Good ball here by Rick.
So thank you, Scott. I appreciate you letting me sit in with you today, and I'm going to turn the mic back over to Lauren Dion.
All right. Thank you very much, Aaron. A little flyby from the Dragon, Aaron Zangle.
Oh, we love his commentary. He's very talented, and we're all giving it a go this week. See who feels comfortable in the commentary booth, who feels comfortable in the production committee, and who is our best roaming score getters. It's funny, you're seeing everyone's hats flying off out there and stuff. It's really putting them to the test, these conditions. Putting us to the test, too. And as we have a measure here, this measure will be sponsored by Sparms. Sun protection. And lawn bowls typically for your arms. They have, hence the name.
Oh, I think we might be done.
Oh, they're shaking hands.
I think they got a number there. So this end of game handshake brought to you by Sparms.
Brought to you by Sparms. And since we have a few extra moments, let's talk about asset preservation as well. Wealth and tax. They do financial management and taxes. So get in touch with them if you need any help with any of that stuff. And our main live stream sponsor, Aero Bowls USA. Same line every time. We really appreciate you guys stepping up to the plate, helping us out with our costs for the production, and we really appreciate all of our sponsors. So, Scott, that game wasn't very close, obviously. There were some very good bowls that went down, so we love seeing that.
Yeah, I think it just... I think it was a little closer than the score showed, but because the score is just such a blowout.
Yeah,
it's just such a blowout. I mean, they're playing 12 ends and shaking hands at the scheduled 16. And just feel like they've got no chance. But I mean, it just Brian was just really dialed in, and Allen didn't give him. Neither one of them gave him much room. And I think again, forcing Rick to kind of drive early, he was having to come with weight, and then his draw was just kind of nowhere in this match. I don't think he drew in within a yard, maybe one the whole match, but he was constantly having to play weight to try and get either Brian or Allen off, and I think that was the big difference in the match.
Yeah, it's credit to Brian and Allen. They played really, really well, and I don't blame Rick and Tom for calling it early. They weren't mathematically out of it, but they just knew they weren't going to be piling on 5s and 6s for the rest of the game to try to get back in it. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We are in for an exciting day. We're going to be checking out here for a second, getting everything tied down, weighed down, get Scott a little bit of throat lozenges or something. He's been using those vocal cords a lot this week, so we get to conserve them a little bit for you going into this next second flight semifinal. Will be our next game in a little while. I won't say exactly how long, but I guess an hour and a half or so, an hour.
It might be a little less than that. It depends on when this game, it'll be about 20 minutes after the game's finished. So yeah, you're probably right. It'll probably be at an hour and a half or so. That'd probably be a safe time to retune in. So.
And yeah, let everyone know, please. We want as many viewers as possible. It really, really does help us the more you share and like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Lawn Bowls in America is on the move, folks, and we need all of your help to join efforts and make it grow as much as possible. So we appreciate you. For my other commentator, Scott Roberts, this is Lauren Dion. We'll be checking out, and we will be back in just a short while.
Thank you all.